Every day we are experiencing thousands upon thousands of sensing, feelings, thoughts, words and actions. How do they influence our aura?
Hi, I'm Hans Wilhelm. I'm so happy you could join me. Today we will take a look at our aura, the corona or plasma that surrounds each one of us. Where does it come from? Why do we have it? And what can we do to make it bright and shiny again? And this is what the spiritual world has told us.
All divine spirit beings, who many call angels, in the seven-dimensional absolute reality, our true home, are radiating light beings. They are created out of pure light ether. Because they live in total unity with the all there is, the seven basic powers of the eternal being move harmoniously in these spirit beings. What are these seven energetic forces? They are divine order, divine will, wisdom, earnestness, patience, love and mercy. These forces give the aura of these divine spirit beings a white golden glow. As we have been told a long time ago, some of these divine beings left these pure heavens to fashion their own creation. That event is commonly called the Fall of Angels, as explained in my video Lucifer's Rebellion. Because of their selfishness, and by acting against the divine law of love, they began to reverse these divine seven primordial powers. This caused great disharmony in their bodies and not only dimmed the white golden light, but also restricted it into various color nuances. With their further descent into the temporary three-dimensional material universe, these fallen beings burdened themselves even further with their selfish and unlawful behavior against the law of love. They began to quarrel and fight with each other. All of this caused what we call soul burdens or karma, which then darkened these souls even further. As a result, some of their aura radiation became dark, murky, and even black, or had holes in it, or were spiky and very uneven. So what exactly is this aura? In her book Astral Horrors, Gabriele tells us the aura of a person, which is also the aura, the corona of the soul, consists of energies of varying nuances of color that circle in radiation ellipses around the person. This energy field shows every energetic vibration emanating from us. It shows, for instance, if we are healthy or unhealthy, the conditions of our body, our bones, our organs, the blood, and anything else that is constantly active in us. It also reflects our daily behavior from moment to moment through the five components, which are our sensing, feeling, thinking, speaking, and acting. Furthermore, it shows all our hurts, joys, expectations, and all our beliefs and behavior patterns that in many cases we have taken on from our parents without questioning them. So our entire human character, as well as our health and our illnesses, are constantly depicted in the colors and shapes of our aura, which envelops us like a cocoon. By the way, this here is our little ego world, as we have seen in my video about the ego. The walls of this cocoon are the pictures of all our thoughts, programs, beliefs, judgment, which constantly reflect back to us. And through this distorted veil of our cocoon, we perceive the world and people around us. Therefore, everything we think or say about others and judge them is in truth a statement about ourselves. As the Talmud said, we don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. We can also say we only see and speak ourselves. Every day we are experiencing thousands upon thousands of sensing, feelings, thoughts, words and actions. How do they influence our aura? The spiritual world gives us an example. Imagine that out of impatience or anger we are saying some very harsh and loud words. This is like a violent attack on our aura, like beating the aura with a stick. These impulses, like everything else that we send out, go into our aura where they are separated into their corresponding frequencies, and then go into our body to the relevant organs, our bones, the blood, to all the components of the body. In other words, the aura first absorbs the energies, the frequencies of these 5 components of the person, and then reflects them back into the body. If these unloving impulses are not immediately cleared up, the aura then passes any ingrained and persistent behavior patterns into our soul. But before the aura does that, we are nudged and reminded several times by the aura to either stop our negative behavior or even rectify it through forgiveness and making amends. Most of us are not aware of the extreme self-harm we are inflicting on ourselves with our wrongful thinking and speaking, and acting, of course. Can we see how important it is to choose our thoughts and words wisely, because they are all witnessed and acknowledged by the aura? As we have heard, our aura is a repository for all our thoughts, where they linger for a while as pictures and are then reflected back to our memory. In addition, everything that is not cleared up goes out from us and enters the world aura, the Akashic records, the purification spheres, and the repository planets of the material and semi-material universes, from where it eventually will return to us as karma. So it truly helps to immediately clear up our wrongdoings the moment they happen. The aura absorbs everything and at some point brings it all back into the body in order to draw our attention to it. This nudging of our aura is an excellent guide. It gives us impulses so that we recognize what negativity we have to clear up before pain or suffering breaks out. Now it becomes very clear why positive thinking or positive affirmation about our life and ourselves can instantly influence and change our aura and well-being for the better. After all, it's all about vibration and energy. It's so important to cultivate and nurture every potential of our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual dimension of our life. We can do this by taking full responsibility for everything we sense, feel, think, say, and do. If you wish, you may want to watch my video, The Path of Our Soul, which explains our passage back to divinity in greater detail. By the way, animals also have an aura. Yes, even plants and minerals have an energy field called fluidum. For many children, it is natural to see auras around other people.
This provides us a brief glimpse into this captivating topic. I hope I piqued your interest. For more information on how to return back to divinity, you may want to take a look at these books: The Soul on its Path to Perfection, which is a Christ revelation, and Astral Horror by Gabriele, that I mentioned earlier. Links to both books are beneath this video. Thank you so much for being with me today, and let's do it again in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe.